Hey guys, I'm Rival. Welcome back to the channel. Here today we're talking Faction Wars.
What?
We're talking Faction Wars. So me, myself, I'm up to date on the current ladder. We're at the 300 wins, but total wins, we're at about 1,050. So I played a lot with these cards I'm about to give you, and I got some important bullet points to help you out and finish these matches in less than 60 seconds. Now, if you decide to do a speed round and finish in the less than 60, sometimes even less than 30, you see a 26 second here. You will get this message once you try and bounce into another match after the quick victory. So you might want to take another minute or two, get your objectives done, get more My Faction points earned, because the speed rounds, I'm only getting between like 350 and 390 My Faction points earned. This one, for example, I got 399, but if I take my time, I can get between 550 and 600. The matches I am getting that 550 to 600, those matches take 2 to 3 minutes, so not much longer. Take that extra minute. So this is what my men's division and women's division looks like. If you don't have the Solo, if you don't have the Lacey, I am going to give you other cards that you can use. But the Solo, the Lacey, you can get consistent wins in under 60 seconds if you choose to do that. Before I do share the cards, I do have a couple bullet points to help you out in the match. I can't just give you the cards and not tell you what to do in the actual match. So let's start with that. Now, I did make a video, I'll put a card at the top of the screen, on how to get Faction War wins in less than 5 minutes. If you watch that video, you probably watched it retooled, and now you're getting very quick Faction War wins. But if you did not catch that video, I have some bullet points. The first one being, start a bronze card. Start a bronze card. What I mean by the computer will match up, let me pause on this screen. So Sami Zayn, that is my weakest one at 57 overall. The computer will match up and go a little higher. They throw a silver 62 overall Tyler Bate at me here. I want to beat up on a silver card. That's what I want to do. So I will start a bronze card every time. So make sure in this screen that you are starting your worst card. That card being Sami Zayn. All right, so we got the quick match here. Okay, 29 seconds. And it starts now. So bullet point number 1. Start your crappy card, okay? Bullet point number 2, tag in your main player, in which will be Solo. Solo, if you don't have him, again, Lacey Evans. If you finish Proving Grounds, you can grind that out and get the Lacey Evans. And if you don't have her, well, I'm going to show some other cards. So a quick roll-up pin. If you guys have caught the Proving Ground videos, the roll-up pin is insanely cheesy. Try the roll-up pin, you will love it. Now, that was such a fast clip, I gotta show you what the third step to success is. So when I go for the roll-up pin, I am going to switch to my teammate. A lot of people don't know how to switch to the teammate. So what I do to switch to Diesel and then Sami Zayn, I click the middle button. You click the middle button, you will then switch to your teammate. Again, if you are going to do a speed round, you will get this screen, and you're not gonna make that many My Faction points. But if you're just trying to finish a ladder, play that way, get the quick wins. But once you get the 300 and you're going to keep playing Faction Wars, because Faction Wars is the best way to earn My Faction points, try and grind a little more My Faction points. Try and get 500 at least. Solo and Lacey Evans, why are they so good? The reason being their badges. Sting Like a Bee, Heavy-Handed, Merciless, Opportunist. If you see a card with those 3, they are going to be very good. Now, what makes these cards even more special, these are the top tier badge. The tier 4, that gold badge you see, that is the highest badge in the game. So they have the best badges and the best tier for them. Now what makes Solo even better, he's got Pain Train and Going in Hot, so he starts the match with some special. Just to show you even more on the card, he's got a 96 finisher, 90 special. Keep in mind there is a Eric Bischoff Diamond Manager active, 90 on the movement speed, 85 agility. This card's awesome, but again, the badges are what really make this card good. Running offense 99, oh my. The number 2 spot for me, I have to go with Shinsuke Nakamura. I have to. Now he's got Sting Like a Bee, top tier badge there, Pain Train, top tier badge. So I do a lot of running attacks with Nakamura, and I also have raring to go. Now Nakamura himself, I can't really do a speed round in under 60 seconds with him. I more so take my time. I'll get 90 seconds, a minute and a half, 2-minute matches, and I'll try and maximize my Faction points with him. but he's a really, really good card. And with Nakamura, I have a ton of footage on this guy because I have used him in a lot of matches. I like Nakamura in real life. He's one of my favorites, so to be able to use him in Faction Wars, I have an absolute blast. So, Pain Train, Sting Like a Bee, those already active. I do a lot of running attacks with them, but I'm going to fast forward here. Fast forward. You see Ali down there, right? You see his body down there. I like to get the head red. I also have the torso red. But if I get the head red, it's going to make for an easy submission here. And this match only took, this was only minute 50 here. So I'm going to get him stunned. Oh, I'm going to do a roll-up pin here, actually. So this time I do the roll-up pin, but it doesn't take away from my point. This is what I do every match. Sometimes I do the pin with Nakamura. Sometimes I do the submission. You want the head red. You then do a submission on the head, and that bar is going to go very quick. Now, the next card I'm going to show you is Jey Uso. He's got the Merciless Opportunist top tier badge. He's also got an Amethyst Sting Like a Bee, and that is a tier 3, so right under that top tier gold badge. Now, what I like about Uso, Jey Uso here, his roll-up pin, extremely effective. The roll-up pin's already good, but he does something a little extra special on it, and they don't kick out, man. Well, they do, but, you know, it's better than a normal pin. So, as I just showed from that footage, Jey Uso, he's got the Merciless Opportunist, top tier badge, tier 4, and then Sting Like a Bee, in which is a tier 3, and then back to a tier 4, 4 sticking together. 4 per match, he enters Beast Mode when tagged in or out, and he's going to be tagged in because you're going to be starting that bronze. And just for the attributes on the card, we take a look at him compared to Solo. Jey Uso is somebody you can probably get a win in under 60 seconds. You can do a speed round with him. Solo's better than him, and I do like using Nakamura than Jey Uso, but honestly, Nakamura and Jey Uso, they're kind of on the same level. Now, in the 4 spot, token market series, so very obtainable, will be Jerry the King. The reason being, guys, the magical lineup of badges here. Top tier badge for Sting Like a Bee and Heavy Handed, that tier 4, and then a tier 3 for Merciless Opportunist. That is a deadly trio. And in the 5 spot, I gotta name somebody in this list. I have some honorable mentions as well, but in the 5 spot, I'm going with the Knight of Champions, Gunther. And the reason being, again, the magical lineup of badges. Top tier badge, tier 4, for Sting Like a Bee, and then the Amethyst tier 3, Heavy Handed, and Merciless Opportunist. So that, again, the deadly trio. If you don't have those 5, Jimmy Uso is another good one, but just to go more down, because that's another Amethyst. Brock Lesnar, used him for so long. Love this card. Badges, top tier badge, Sting Like a Bee. He's got the Amethyst Heavy Handed, Amethyst Space Invader, so a very good card there as well. You can market Xavier Woods is a very obtainable ruby. Jinder Mahal was a pretty solid card. Logan Paul, another good one. So the cards are here, guys. No matter the tier, the computer is going to match up with you anyways. So just find cards with those badges that I'm talking about. Sting Like a Bee, Heavy Handed, Merciless Opportunist, very good one to have. If you can't find cards that have all 3, maybe try and combine 2 of them. Sting Like a Bee, in my opinion, is the most important. If you get that with Merciless Opportunist, perfect. If you get Sting Like a Bee with Heavy Handed, that's pretty good. And if all fails, Sting Like a Bee with a high technical submission offense, that does the trick for me too. Now we move on to the women's division. Lacey Evans, very similar card to Solo. The reason being those badges. Top tier badge, Sting Like a Bee, Heavy Handed, Merciless Opportunist. I think the women's division is a lot harder to rank. I'm just scrolling through the screens there, like, there's a solid amount of good cards, but to actually rank them, it's a little difficult. But in the 2 spot, we're going to go with Token Market Series. Rhea Ripley, really like this card. She's got the top tier badge for Sting Like a Bee, Heavy Handed, and Demolition Man. She's also got the Slippery Eel, but a really good card, really powerful card at that. Now, I do prefer Strikers because they have the easier missions to get additional My Faction points, but I'm going to go with another powerhouse. This card right here is an Evolution card. It's a Superstar Series 2 Raquel Rodriguez. Now, the reason I love this card, top tier badge for Sting Like a Bee and heavy-handed. And she does have going in hot, an Amethyst tier 3 going in hot, so she's going to start the match with a little special, like half the bar. To give a shout out to Asuka, I got so many wins with this card. It's one of those cards that you're going to use and probably take 3 minutes to get a victory. She's not going to do the speed round for you. She's not, but she's gonna get you quick wins still. I think if you're under 5, you're more than okay. With this card, I didn't go for the roll-up pins. You could do that, but the reason I absolutely love this card, technical submission offense. Again, if you can't find the cards with the Merciless Opportunist, the heavy-handed, try and get somebody with Sting Like a Bee with a high technical submission offense. You will find a bunch of them in the women's division. Asuka's got an 86. You can get that even higher if you want with a good manager. And going off the exact same reasons, WrestleMania, Ronda Rousey, I gotta put her in the 5 spot. I used her a lot before Asuka. I was using nothing but my women's division before. Now I only use my men's division, so it's kind of flip-flopped for me. But Ronda Rousey, very good. Only a tier 2 for that Sting Like a Bee, but that's more than okay here in Faction Wars. Amethyst badges for Rage, quick recovery, and unstoppable. And just like Asuka, a very high technical submission offense. Hers being an 86, hers is an armbar. So you want to get those arms red and then go for the submission. And it's going to be very easy. And then for Asuka, it's a chokehold. So get the head red. And if you're looking for more cards, more additional, Shayna Baszler, Natty. Natty's very good as well. Stacy Keibler. Just a couple of good ones there. And then if you're wondering why these cards are here, I call these my support cards, and the reason these make very good support cards, the badges. This is Awesome Diesel. He's got Unscathed and Quick Winner, so I'm gonna gain a little bit of additional my faction points. And then Brock Lesnar, he's got Quick Winner and Showman. I don't use the Showman, but he has Quick Winner. Something else I do love about the card, I can just change to them with the middle button, enter the ring, and all of a sudden I have an Amethyst Sting Like a Bee swinging on you, or I have an Amethyst Sting Like a Bee with a gold top tier badge of Merciless Opportunist with Diesel. 2 very good support cards, and then down here, I know some people might run 4 cards with Rabble Rouser, and that's why I do have this Becky Lynch. Rabble Rouser, I can hit a few taunts, come in, hit a man slam, and then just dip out of the ring, let Ronda do her thing, or whoever I have in there. And not only that, an Amethyst tier 3 Sting Like a Bee, so a very good support card there. And then Ivy Nile, a great one to have because she's got an Amethyst tier 3 Unscathed. So you're going to get extra MFP at the end of your match. And then she's got Amethyst Sting Like a Bee and heavy-handed. She's pretty good to use, but I use her as just like a supporting cast. Smash that thumbs up to put me over. Drop a comment below. Let me know some of your favorite cards, because I know people watching the video are also searching for cards in the comment section as well. So help some of the viewers out and subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.